Hey, this is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan. Well, some of you are following me on Strava.com, which is kind of like a Facebook for runners and cyclists. And if you're not following me, I'll put a link down in the show notes. And yeah, join and follow. A lot of you guys are. And what I'm going to talk about is a question that came up a lot recently. Am I training for a marathon? And if you don't even care about that, I thought this would be a good opportunity for me to share with you guys what my training regime is. I haven't really talked about that a whole lot in the past many months. And we're all talking about diet and health all the time. So I thought I'd share with you what I do to stay fit. So my followers on Strava have noticed rightly that my running mileage has gone way up in the past month. For those of you that have been following me there, you might have noticed I don't do a lot of fast running. I kind of run at this relaxed kind of aerobic pace. I've been trying to build up a huge mileage base basically to get a ton of miles under my belt, to build up all my body basically so I can run faster and longer and hopefully not get injured. So that's what I've been doing for a year or so, just what's kind of known as zone 2 running. And I've been not doing that many miles, like I said, 25 miles on average, 30 miles on a big week. Well, all of a sudden, about a month ago, I've upped it to, I had a 50 plus mile week, then ever since then 40 plus mile weeks, which I don't recommend unless you put in the miles like I have to build that base, or else you put yourself at risk of injury. So my followers have been asking, are you training for a marathon, Ryan? 50 miles a week, that's a decent amount of miles to be training for a marathon with. Well, no, I'm not training for a marathon. The LA Marathon just happened this weekend, the Long Beach Marathon's this fall, and I have no plans to enter any of them. Why? Because if I really wanted to run a marathon, I would just go out and run a marathon on my own out here on the beach running path. I run half marathons all the time. I just did one last night. It's a common thing. There's a drinking water fountain every mile or two, so I don't need people with an aid station. So my goal is just to gradually build up so I can run a marathon whenever I want, but I'm in no huge hurry. There's no time pressure to do so. So the question is, why have I done this? Why have I gone from running 20 to 30 miles a week to now 40 to 50? Well, anyone who's been doing any kind of training for an extended period of time will probably know what I'm talking about. You gotta change things up once in a while. Your body gets used to the same old. You're not getting the same gains as you once were. So I figured there's a few ways I could go. So I thought, I'll just up my miles. My body seemed ready for it, and it was. And I've been getting new gains from this change in training. My body's been forced to make new adaptations by having to run longer, more frequently. One week, I went out 3 consecutive days and did 10-mile runs. I did, that was cool. I felt great on the third day. I felt best after the third day after 3 days of 10-mile runs. So, that, is what I'm talking about. Your body being forced to adapt to new situations. The astute observer of Strava, if you look at my Strava logs on there, and you'll see that I'm kind of Freely the banana girl. I might not train the longest or the hardest or be the fastest person in the world, but I'm consistent. Just look at this. I've been training consistently for years. I hardly ever miss more than 2 or 3 days in a row tops. I'm out there every week. I gotta say, I'm not the fastest long distance runner in the world, okay? But then again, look at my training though. I haven't been practicing. I haven't been training for fast speed. It's just long zone 2 kind of runs. And I am very humbled when it comes to running. It's not my natural sport. If you look at my height and physique, I'm almost 6.5 feet tall, long and lean. There's no coincidence why I gravitated towards basketball and tennis. I've stood next to them. I look like professionals of those sports, and that's why I do pretty well in those sports, even at my advanced age. Which those sports involve lots of short sprint running. I can hang with most people when it comes to sprinting, but maintaining that speed over miles, I'm still working on getting good at that. Yeah, I can't do a sub 20-minute 5K yet or anything like that. So, no hating or anything like that. But again, that's not been my training goal. My training goal has been to build a big miles base, and now I'm starting to add more speed work into it. One thing you might be wondering, what about weight loss? How does weight loss and running work together? I know Duran Rider has been very anti-running as a weight loss exercise, and I can see why. If you don't have the mileage base like I put into it, it's really easy to hurt yourself, especially if you're new to running. At least when I started running, I had many years of basketball and tennis, pounding my legs and feet, doing that. So I had some advantage, and I was already pretty lean too. But I actually have lost a little bit of weight. About maybe 3 pounds or so, 3 or 4 pounds since I started this higher mileage regime. And I'm not trying to lose weight, guys. I'm actually trying to eat more so I can, I'm not restricting in any way. I don't want to lose this weight. I'm not trying to get as lean as possible as a lot of people in the scene, that seems to be their goal. I want to maintain some mass and muscle on me. So it is good for weight loss. So I hope that answers your questions. No, I'm not training for a marathon, but you never know, I just might go out and run one day soon, and I'll let you guys know about that. So post your questions and comments down below. Anything you want to ask me about running, anything you'd like to share about running, weight loss, how all that works out together, share your experiences. I'm all ears. So yeah, comment there and like this video if you got something out of it, and I'll post a few more fitness videos from time to time. And subscribe up here too if you haven't already to Angie and me at Happy Healthy Vegan. So until next time, after your runs, guys, keep it carb, baby. Keep it carb.